I don't know.
No, that's what they chose to highlight out of all of it. I still think it's a really good time to build an exchange, to be honest. And
are you building an exchange?
Not at the moment, simply because it takes a lot of focus, and I have a lot of other things to focus on, primarily in the core business of Wintermute. It's just I cannot afford to lose this focus at the moment. Maybe in 2-3 months' time, maybe, but like currently, I just don't have mental capacity, and frankly, like the team, like you need to do, like, build an exchange is just such a massive undertaking that I just cannot like take it lightly if we ever do it.
Hypothetically, if you were to build an exchange, what would be different about it versus existing incumbent exchanges?
So I think like I think this exchange, if we were to build an exchange, it would be much more similar to CME than to Binance or Coinbase. Like, I think it would be focused much more on the matching engine and basically like the central clearing part, basically stripping away all like KYC ML for retail people, stripping away managing leverage, stripping away like all the horrible things about running your own centralized exchange in crypto, and just making it much more CME-like, and basically focusing on one hand, kind of like what SBF tried to do with FTX, like making this central clearing run a very efficient cross-margining kind of like engine. And on the other hand, kind of like improving on CME side, it would be basically running on the stable coins instead of fiat, so that you can do settlement cycles faster. And if you can do settlement cycles faster, you effectively can extend more leverage to the clearing members as a result.
Have you considered hiring 20 kids, feeding them a bunch of speed and sending them to an island? They could probably build something out. Yeah. They'd probably build something with that.
No,
not
really.
in the cards.
No.
Okay.
No, that's one big change for us over the last year or so. We started like slowly incubating those products inside Wintermute. Like we did Bebop, which was our play on RFQ. You had Lawrence the other day who is building Wildcat. So we started like dabbing into building products and like slowly moving into becoming a product company. And basically what I learned is it's a very different gig. Like building a trading company is, especially if you just trade on centralized exchanges, it's kind of straightforward. Like all you need is a former traders. And then like as it becomes more complex, you like give them more support with back office operations and everything else, and like hire better developers and everything. That's great. But ultimately, product is very different, because as a trading company, you don't have customers. Like it's very easy.
Right.
You just need to build quick algos or smart algos. As a product company, you actually need to think about a lot more things, and that's what I'm kind of like learning for myself. And exchange is like ultimate boss to conquer, because there is just so much to be built.
Well, so speaking of product companies, let's get into the news of the week. So Coinbase has launched, of course, this product that's getting all this attention now, which is Base, their L2. Now, Base, I think last week we talked about how Base had a developer mode that was initially getting some traction, getting some meme coins and rug pulls and all sorts of crypto chicanery. But finally this week, I believe as of August 9th, Base finally launched their mainnet, basically meaning that now there's a nice little interface and you can jump across the bridge and start playing around on top of Base. A bunch of protocols have been deployed there. So Compound, Uniswap, Aave, a lot of the big protocols are now living on Base. The Base numbers actually look pretty strong. So the TVL on Base is about 230 million as of right now, which makes it the number 5 L2 by TVL, behind DYDX, and then DYDX behind ZK Sync. Their daily active users or daily active addresses, I should say, seem to be around 100K. They were growing quite a bit, and now it seems like they've mostly stabilized, although, who knows, there obviously could be a surge of activity. But as of right now, it doesn't seem like it's going vertical from there. The transactions per second is around 7. Now, that's not like peak throughput. That's like the sustained throughput that it has over the course of the day, which is, again, it's pretty high. If there was a while, actually, I think yesterday, it was actually higher than both Arbitrum 1 and Optimism